Hey everyone, and welcome! Today, we are cracking the code on something that, let's be honest, can feel like a huge hurdle, whether you're in college or building your career. I'm talking about the group discussion. We're going to break down exactly what it is, what the people judging you are actually looking for, and most importantly, how you can absolutely nail it.
You know, for a lot of us, just hearing the letters GD can trigger some serious anxiety. We picture this intense, high-stakes test where every word is being scrutinized. But what if we flipped that script? What if we saw it not as a test, but as your moment? A chance to really showcase what you know, your confidence, and how well you can click with the team. It's an opportunity, for sure.
All right, so if you want to master the game, you got to know the rules, right? So let's start by just demystifying this whole thing. Let's get down to the absolute basics. What are we really talking about when we say group discussion?
At its heart, a GD is just a structured conversation, usually with somewhere between 6 and 12 people. But here's the key, and this is the part so many people get wrong. Your goal is not to win. It's not a debate. You're not trying to be the person who talks the loudest or the longest. The real goal is to contribute constructively, to help the group analyze a topic from all these different angles. Seriously, think of it like a team sport, not a solo performance.
Okay, so we've covered the what, but honestly, the why is even more important. Understanding what the evaluators are really looking for, well, it's kind of like getting a peek at the official rulebook before the game starts. It's how you learn to play smart.
So what's on their checklist? Well, your communication skills. That's a given, of course. But they're also watching for so much more. Can you cooperate? Do you think logically? Can you show leadership? And hey, leadership doesn't mean dominating the conversation, it means guiding it. And tying this all together are two things, confidence and clarity. They are the foundation for everything else.
You also have to be ready for different types of discussions. On one hand, you might get a topic-based one, something concrete like the impact of AI. That's really a test of your knowledge, of how up-to-date you are. But on the other hand, they could throw you a curveball, an abstract topic like blue is the new black. That's not about facts, it's a test of your creative thinking, your ability to think outside the box. Being prepped for both is absolutely key.
All right, we've got the what and the why. So now for the fun part, the how. Let's get into the nitty-gritty and build up your personal toolkit with some really powerful techniques that will help you succeed.
Okay, one of the best tools you can use within the group is structured brainstorming. And I mean structured. It's not just a free-for-all of shouting out ideas. It's a process. First, make sure everyone is on the same page about the topic. Then, just let the ideas flow. And here's the most important rule. No judgment. Not yet. The whole point is to separate the act of creating ideas from the act of judging them. It lets creativity run wild and make sure a potentially brilliant idea doesn't get shut down too early.
Now, don't forget, your contribution isn't just about the words you say, it's about what your body is doing while you say them. Your body language speaks volumes. Maintaining eye contact with everyone, not just the evaluator, shows you're engaged with the whole group. An open posture, so no crossed arms, tells people you're receptive to their ideas. These nonverbal cues are a huge part of projecting confidence and respect.
Let's get even more specific. If you really want to knock this out of the park, you need to see the discussion from their side of the table. So let's pull back the curtain and look at the evaluator's scorecard so you know exactly what they're ticking boxes for.
So here's how you can think like an evaluator. When they write down leadership skills, they're not looking for a dictator. They're looking for someone who guides the discussion in a positive way. When they write teamwork, they don't just mean you were polite. They mean you were actively respecting other people's opinions, even when you didn't agree. The trick is to turn these abstract qualities into visible, concrete actions they can actually see.
Okay, deep breath. We've covered the theory, we've gone over the techniques, we've even peeked at the evaluator's notes. Now, let's bring it all together. Let's craft a winning game plan that you can carry with you into any group discussion.
Before we jump into that final checklist, I want you to really let this one idea sink in. A GD is not a battlefield, it is a platform for intelligent discussion. If you can truly shift your mindset from seeing it as a fight to seeing it as a collaborative platform, you've already won half the, discussion. It completely changes your approach from being combative to being cooperative.
So, let's wrap this up with your pregame checklist. Number 1, keep up with what's going on in the world. That's your content knowledge. Always listen before you speak. Back up your points with facts or real examples, not just gut feelings. And here's a pro tip, something that screams leadership. Actively encourage the quieter people in the group to share their thoughts. Don't just say, anyone else?
Call them in respectfully. Something like, Sarah, you looked like you had a thought on that earlier. What are your views? It shows you're invested in the group's success, not just your own airtime.
So, there you have it. We've cracked the code. We've taken the mystery out of the process and armed you with the tools you need. A group discussion is no longer this scary test you have to dread. It's a stage, and the only question left is, are you ready to turn that discussion into your showcase?